What's up, everybody? A Spear with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Space Engineers. When we left off in the last episode, we were working on kind of finalizing the overall outer hull build, and I think we've got the design down pat now. Looks pretty cool, actually. I like it, and it does resemble a Star Destroyer, definitely. The bringing it further back and then having a more narrow angle on the back was definitely a good idea. You might notice the camouflage going on here. It's a little weird what blocks it decides to do that with and what blocks it doesn't. But essentially, I went through and switched everything out to heavy armor. Instead of, even though you can't tell with these all say heavy armor ramps. Because it occurred to me that, you know, it's going to need to basically be able to take a beating. Now, there are a couple of shield mods that I'm going to look into as well. The inside doesn't really need heavy armor. It's pretty much just anything that's exposed is going to need it. Well, I shouldn't say need. Like, I want it to have heavy armor. I don't know that it necessarily needs heavy armor. So, the frame is done. I'm willing to call that completo on the hull, on the exterior. Now, I have not decided whether or not there will be any punctures on the back here to have thrusters sticking out, or if we're going to do all the thrusters internally. I haven't quite figured that part out yet. Nor do I have exactly what we're going to do on the underside, but once we get the thrusters in place and the gyroscopes and stuff in place, then we can start moving the ship around as needed. We can get rid of this whole platform, actually. Now, some of you might be like, whoa, where's the door? Right? Because there was a door here before. The door, I could not find a good way to incorporate a ramp into this airlock system that we had going on here. I tried a couple of different ramps, including the Corp ramps, which are right here, and they're not bad. They're just the wrong angle. They wouldn't get the one block angle. It looked more something that you would attach to like these types of blocks, which wouldn't work. So I couldn't find a block that worked with these standard sized slopes. So then I got thinking, and I was like, well, crap, how do I get a door in here, basically? And then it occurred to me, why do I need a door right in the back at all? I could put it on the bottom, on the undercarriage. So that's what I did here. I used, it's another mod called Boarding Ramp. And I'll turn my lights on so you can see better. Actually, I don't know why all this crap is running. I don't really know. Even the tanks and stuff we don't really need. I don't know if that does anything in terms of any kind of like frame rate or anything like that. If nothing else, it makes it quieter. So I did this little decorative because the boarding ramp has a very small frame. Let me see if I can have the room to place it. I do. So it has a very small frame on the edge, and if you place it on a block, it won't be flush with the block. And if you place it on the layer above, it's got a slight little lip to it. So what I did was, for now, I don't know if this is going to end up being the ultimate solution to this problem or not, but for now, I built this with a little bit of a dip in here, and then this part I haven't quite decided yet what we're gonna do. I'm kind of thinking of building a frame around this, though I don't know if we'll be able to walk in and out through that. I don't know if we'll fit. Yeah, we don't fit through that. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but I thought about closing this off in terms of having kind of a reverse style like this kind of thing through here that just kind of walks its way up, and actually tentatively I might just do that and see how that ends up lining up. And then maybe from this point, doing a more solid roof style. And then maybe we could do an archway kind of like this, where we can fit through it. Maybe? I don't know. And then something else. I'm not sure. But we'll definitely have it closed off from the... like, this will just look like an entryway kind of thing. Maybe put some lights in here. Ooh, that might work. Let's actually work with this for a minute here. Let's see what we come up with. I'm not a huge fan of just the standard lights, but some of the mods I have in here... Cable straight with light. Ooh. Interesting. Interior... Wait, what? That doesn't look right. Broken spotlight. Oh, we could do a little lamp. I'd kind of totally forgot about those, actually. So we can always do, like, standard lights. Oh, okay. So we could do, like, cabling. That's interesting. Depending on how we do the cabling over here. And we could bring this down one. I don't know. I don't know how exactly, like, dimensionally... I wanted as much of a roof as I could. Like, I like this open feel. It makes it feel a bit bigger than it probably is, because we're giving ourselves a little bit of headroom. Anyways, so the new entry point is down here. If I can find the button. And no, this isn't going to be the permanent button. But it's a very convenient little ramp, actually. Which I'm relatively surprised that no one thought of before, because we've seen a lot of ramps done. Like rotors and angle blocks and stuff like that. But this is like a legit ramp, which is cool. So yeah, that's the new entry, is at the bottom. And then you would walk in. This pedestal won't be here. There'll probably be a switch on the bottom, and then maybe a switch over here to close it or something. I'm not sure. A lot of that'll depend, but that way you can just walk right into these rooms. You're unobstructed, so on and so forth. We also need to fill in... Oh, this isn't available for small ships. Oh, I get it. Wait. Oh, it's an interior light wall, maybe? Because that doesn't look like it has a light. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Do I have... I don't. Let's turn mirror on. And I don't know what the best way is to do this. But I'm just going to fill in mass, basically. And then do like a deletion type thing. And I'm not using I don't really understand how it stays connected. I will admit that. I think if I get rid of these blocks right there, it should disconnect the whole thing. Nope. Alright, so is it 2? I can't tell what the criteria is, like what's holding the thing together. Really? Alright, well, whatever. Oh, guess it would help if I turned this on too. Alright, that way the floor is filled in on the interior. Wait, come on. What's going on? And let's see, where was... I always seem to delete the corners, not the inverted corners, the corners. So I have no idea why that is. Alrighty. So now I can kind of sign off on the exterior primary layer. Like the floor's done and filled in, except for this. Did I miss this? I must have missed that. And I don't know how much of this is going to end up needing to be filled in. I could probably fill it in from the bottom, like once we get thrusters and stuff in place. One of the big reasons... some people were asking me about thrusters and what my plan is for thrusters. One of the big reasons that I'm thinking of using either void thrusters or... Wait, I have void thrusters in here, right? Flat. We have the azimuth ones, as always. Reaction control, maneuvering. Where are my void thrusters? Thruster cluster fixation. I don't even know what that is. The hide ones, I'm not entirely sure how those work. But they're supposedly like you can place them in stuff and they won't hurt things. But I'll have to look into that a little bit more. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Oh, what is that? I'm probably going to save it and add some more thrusters, because I really thought I had more thrusters in here than I do. And we also have the colored ones from Sheokor, which is cool. Those look interesting. And then these are what? They're smaller counterparts? Yep. Interesting. Those are pretty cool. See, I'd not oppose the idea of a couple sticking out, but I don't want them to be the primary source, basically. I want to be able to have all of the ones that make the ship move internal, so that way they're protected in a fight, that you can't take out their... you can't take out the thrusters, basically. But I'm going to investigate some of the thruster mods that I have available and why they're not in here, and stuff like that. So give me just a second, and then we'll work on at least getting the thing up and running. Alrighty. So, what I ended up installing to the world was, I did add void thrusters, but for some reason, they're not showing up anywhere. Oh, maybe because their name's simple thrusters. That might be it. Modular... Oh yeah, that's right. So some of them are not titled thrusters, I guess. So that did show up a few more that weren't already there. But I added these two. Well, three actually. I'm just not using the corner ones. And they're called ion thrusters. They don't damage other blocks. Here's the bigger one. It's kind of like the large thruster. It's not available for large ships, but the standard one is. And there is also... Nope. Wait. What is that? Giant magic disc. Okay, then. Stuff I know nothing about. The corner one. There's also a corner thruster, which is pretty interesting. But based on things I've read in the forums and stuff, corner thrusters are aesthetic, but not functional in terms of if I place one, it's not going to be thrusting in that direction. It'll be going this way, not up and at an angle. So keep that in mind. But from what I read... I think it's the 2x2 thruster that if you use two of them, it equates to about a normal small thruster or something like that. but they require a lot less power, so we can get away with using a bit more room. So I'm gonna do, like, for now, do I have, I do, okay. So we're gonna have this on each side, and I'm probably gonna end up changing a lot of this structure around in the interior, so I'm not super worried about that. But let's go ahead and do like 4 in one direction. And just to test things out, I am going to place downward ones like this, just to see if we can actually pull that off. So that's one, and then we should be able to do... Oops, nope, can't attach that, okay. I'm trying to keep it kind of compact. So that's up, down, left, right, so I need forward and backward. And then for reverse, I'm gonna spread it out a little bit. Alright, so essentially, that's on both sides. Wow, it did not flip correctly. Okay. Turn off mirror mode. That did not go well. Which way? We have left, right, down, up. Order these. Okay. So I think I've got that figured out. Yeah, I don't... Oh, ooh. Messing everything up over here. Alright, let's go ahead and put this one here. And then we had this one going this way. These going that way. And then these got all messed up. Okay. So we'll do... that. So that's down, up, forward, and then backward was 2 by 2. There we go. So that should look correct. I hope. This looks like it's a little... I think I spaced it one too many. That looks like 3. I think that's only 2. Not a huge deal, but it is a little off. Alright. Now, just for now, we'll grab the azimuth one, throw this down here, and the first thing I want to do is actually just disconnect that. So now we're actually separate and not held in by anything, actually. Oh. Now, I don't know if this... let's use encased gyroscopes. I don't know if that's not working because if it's like underpowered or something. I don't really know. And just as a temporary thing, I'm just going to go ahead and put some gyroscopes right there. Okay, but I don't seem to be able to move. Like, at all. I'm still locked in somewhere. It's still connected. It's gotta be. It's gotta still be attached to something, I think. It certainly does not look attached, though. So, it's possible I just don't have enough of any of these things to make a difference. Come on, get in the seat. That's so weird. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. Wait a minute. I think I just figured out what it is. This thing's classified as a station. That's pretty funny. I actually didn't mean to hit G and pull up the ship's menu. I meant to hit this. Wait, no. It is a small ship. What am I thinking? So if it's a small ship, why won't it move? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's not pinning it to the ground like gravity, but it just won't move. Alright, here's the other thing we can try. Let's go vanilla for a second here. Let's grab gyroscopes and large thrusters, and we're just going to line this with gyros. And let's do forward, backward, down is fine. Or that's, yeah, that's down. Up. And we'll put left and right on top just so nothing is being affected. It isn't actually being affected, is it? I hope not. Okay, so that works. I can't move, though, like my mouse. I'm moving left and right, and the gyroscopes aren't doing anything. That's very odd. I mean, I understand that I'm using heavy blocks and everything, but I should be getting some kind of movement. Power over... I would think. Where's that one I just overrode? So that's only two... The ion ones are actually firing, but apparently they're not really doing anything. Alright. So we know that the thrusters work. We just need more of them. And because of the spacing, I'm almost thinking that I'm just going to space them properly to where they don't damage anything, rather than trying to get ones that are less powerful but can be placed anywhere. That way, we're getting more power out of the ship, even though I probably should have made sure that the ship wasn't floating away or something. So, with that in mind, let's check our thruster page again. Let's use... Could use modular. I hadn't really thought of that, actually. Do side... I'm probably only going to do one row, so I really only need corners and the side pieces. I would think, but I don't know what the power draw is going to end up being on this either. So let's do... I'm looking for... Where was that actual... Oh wait, no. I've got everything I need. I don't need this. What am I doing? Alright, so let's start... Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what I was doing now. I need one that doesn't have the side piece. Oh, wait, I have that one. I'm looking for a corner, is I think what I'm going for. Maybe like this. No, I don't think it has corners, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, this would be an interesting thing that I don't know if it's, like, doable or not, but let's do something like that. And see if this will work. That's 4. Let's do... How far can I make this? Five. We'll do 5 in each direction for now. See what this... Because I don't know how this thruster system actually does in terms of power. So that's forward... That's forward, back, left, and right. The downward ones, I think I want to attach to the ceiling. We said 5 in each direction. And then I'll put these going this way. Alright, so that gives us 10 on each direction total. Now we have a gyroscope problem, though. Because I don't know why these won't work. So for now, I'm just going to add a lot of them and see if it's purely a numbers game. If so, I'll probably end up downloading like the super gyroscope mod or something like that. So let's see what this ends up dealing with. Alright, there we can move. So I'm going to need like super gyroscopes, because this thing apparently is going to turn like a beast. Now that's actually not bad. For only having that little bit for thrusters. I'm not a huge fan of the sound effects, but that's just me. I'm not like critiquing the sounds. I like my ship to run quiet. What I might do is add 3 more. Or wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Okay. Well, that's unexpected. I am curious, though. I really thought you could do, like, full corners, but I did not see a corner block for the modular thrusters. Like an inverted corner, I guess, is what I'm looking for, really. Maybe this one would work? No? No, that won't work. Weird. I really thought there was like a actual corner, like an inverted one. Oh well. And then we'll do 3 over here. Oops, just to add to it. Let's just do... Whoop! It's a daisy. Not what I meant to do. Let's see if we can add it this way. That way it stays more centered rather than pointing at these other blocks. I don't really want to point at those. And then we'll add this. This is not a permanent design, but with this design, we could easily just kind of wall this off and not really worry about it. So there's that. Okay. So that works pretty good. And the turning isn't terrible, but I don't have enough room for all those gyroscopes. So we're definitely going to have to fix the gyroscope situation. But overall, that's not bad. It moves pretty good. And I can always change them to different thrusters too, because truth be told, these look cool, but they're going to be concealed, and they're not designed to have no damage either. So if I replace the placement with any kind of thruster even, they wouldn't damage it themselves anyway. So I more than likely will end up changing them. I'm just doing some testing to see what in fact was actually going on. So gyroscopes work, we just need a lot of them because we're running heavy blocks. Thrusters, not bad. I mean, that's a lot, I won't lie, that's a lot of thrusters for a small ship, but that's overkill for me. Like, I don't need that many. I can do 5 in each direction, and that was plenty. But we could also do stuff like... Ooh, wow, no, not that one. We could do these instead. So yeah, I'll just have to play around with it. Let me know what you guys think, if there's any particular thrusters that you used. Obviously, we're not really using the ones that don't damage anything. So now, and basically, if we keep with this design and we just wall this off, basically. I don't know why it started me with that color. Oh yeah, they're totally the wrong color. Whatever. But as long as we basically just kind of seal that off, I don't think we'll have any problems with the thrusters at all. So that's kind of my thruster area, basically. So on that note, I also wanted to see how this looked. We don't have our gravity anymore, but this is kind of the bottom here. So whatever landing gear or maglock setups we use, we'll have to make sure that we allow for clearance there. Other than that, I think the entrance is nicely handled. So yeah, I think we're going to wrap things up for this episode. Let me know what you guys think. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.